Yeah. So when I hear that, listen, don't get me wrong. I'd prefer that than,
Vanilla.
Joe Barry, right? With vanilla, no emotion, no passion. Because football's a passionate game. But here's the problem. I said it with Anthony Capinelli, and I'm going to say it with Jeff Hafley. You have to be very careful on when you say things like this, both to the public and the players, because I don't know if you guys were like me when you heard that, but that was in one ear, out the other. When I played in Carolina, we had a running joke for multiple seasons because we always say one phrase, lead the league. Hey, we're going to be leading the league. We're going to be leading the league in this, leading the league in this. So we always had team jokes. So we said we wanted, amongst the locker room, behind the coach's back, we'd say we want to be leading the league in breakdowns. We want to be leading the league in team breaks. Oh, we're getting Bojangles again? We're leading the league in it. Rotator cuff pliability? Who leads the league in it? It's Carolina Panthers. It became a joke. That we were leading the league in all these things that didn't actually matter.
Was this a good season or a bad season?
It was a good season, actually. So it was my third and fourth season. The fourth season went to the Super Bowl. So, yes, it created like team camaraderie, an inside joke, an ability to bond. But it shouldn't take away from the fact that the coach is saying things that are like, okay, this isn't going to do anything to actually help us on the field. It's becoming old. It's becoming stale. So don't get me wrong. I prefer this over vanilla, but this is why I like a guy like Mike Tomlin. What he says is unique. What he says has meaning. I looked at a couple of Mike Tomlin phrases. We want volunteers, not hostages. So good. Something like that is so good. Do the routine plays routinely. I'll tolerate you until I can replace you. Things like that are unique.
That's powerful.
That's powerful.
That's what I want.
That happened to Antonio Brown.
It sure did.
Sure did.
So when it comes to Jeff Hafley, look, I'm okay with it. He just needs to be careful. Be careful to do too much coach speak in the media and the players because it's going to go in one ear, out the other, and it's going to become a running joke like it did in Carolina for us.
Real quick before I want Kyle's reaction, for sure. He is our Packer backer.
How do you coach leading the league in effort? How do you coach? You can coach takeaways because you can say, hey, I'd rather you take a risk than play it safe. Like there are certain coaching points that you can implement on the field. But hey, we're going to lead the league in effort. Okay, coach, how do we quantify that? How is that? That's just coach speak. That gets old after a while.
We sat here and we complained about Joe Barry over and over and over. We complained that Joe Barry had no identity for the defense. Joe Barry wasn't in control of that defense, that Matt LaFleur had to come and help the defense in order to get them organized. So when I hear a guy talk about leading the league in effort, talking about playing hard, takeaways and all this.
That's an expectation everywhere.
It may be the expectation everywhere, but it's not the reality from every team. What we are hearing right now is Jeff Hafley is telling you all the things that he is expecting, the things that are non-negotiable from this football team. He is laying a foundation and identity for this football team. This is why I'm excited. He sounds to me
what is the identity?
He sounds like a head coach. We're going to figure it out, but you know what? Effort's gonna
We're going to figure it out. We are. You just said he's laying the identity right now.
What I'm saying is the fact that what you expect from this team is going to be all-out effort from this team. You're expecting for this team to fly around, play hard. That is what he's going to be preaching to these guys. That is what the foundation is going to be. He sounds like, to me, the head coach of a defense, and that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for somebody who could lead this defense and let Matt LaFleur run that offense. And you talked about the joke of lead the league, lead the league, lead the league. Yeah, it was a joke. But as you said, that joke turned into this being a Super Bowl contending team, as in your Carolina Panthers back in the day. So I like what Jeff Hafley's talking about, and I believe that this message is going to resonate. It seems that the players are already taking to him nicely. Jair Alexander showed up for the off-season camp last week that he didn't show up to the previous year. I like the direction that we're going, and it seems like he's building some type of belief within that locker room that this system is going to be a perfect fit for them. If they give effort, they play hard, they will find success.
Well, and I understand what you're saying, Kyle. I do. And I prefer this over the Joe Barry style. What you want to be concerned about and what you want to guard against is you don't want Jeff Hafley to become like a cartoon character. You don't want him to become either so coach speak that his words become stale, or it's so Campanelli type over the top intense